Masria and Nero's story is one that has been unfolding for quite some time and continues to captivate audiences today. It all began when a lioness, then unknown, was discovered caged at the side of a busy road. Her journey took a significant turn when she arrived at Stichting Leeuw, a lion foundation in the Netherlands, where she was named Masria. This marked a new chapter for Masria, who had previously lived in Egypt as a pet before being purchased by a street trader. The trader used Masria as a promotional tool and prop for tourist photographs, going as far as declawing her to facilitate these photo opportunities. As Masria grew larger, she was confined to a tiny cage, spending most of her time there until she was about 2 years old. Her owner even displayed her outside a shop in Cairo. However, Masria's fate changed when Saskia Berant, a German woman, encountered her on the bustling street. Berant's photograph of Masria in August 2012 sparked a movement to free the lioness, leading to a petition and fundraising efforts by organizations like Spots and Stripes Conservation in the UK. This collective action brought hope for Masria's liberation from a life of captivity and exploitation. In February 2013, the organization stepped in to purchase Masria from her owner. With the assistance of KLM Airlines and Zoologistics in the Netherlands, Masria was successfully transferred to Stichting Leeuw, which means Lion Foundation in Dutch. Many of the cats at Stichting Leeuw come from countries that have recently banned the use of wild animals in circuses. However, transporting them to the sanctuary can be challenging. Some circuses resist these laws, as was the case with a mountain lion rescued from a Peruvian circus. However, more often, there is a sudden influx of big cat rescues in need of a home. Sadly, many of these cats, like Masria, have endured mistreatment. When Masria arrived at Stichting Leeuw, she was in poor condition, barely able to walk. Her health had been severely impacted by years in a cramped cage and a diet lacking in essential nutrients. Additionally, Masria could not be released into the wild due to her declawing. Declawing is a common practice among circus cats, rendering them unable to hunt effectively. As a result, these cats rely on sanctuary staff to provide them with food for the rest of their lives. Fortunately, Stichting Leeuw's mission is to provide shelter and care for big cats in need. Upon her arrival, Masria was treated with care and respect. She was given a spacious enclosure with access to a garden, allowing her to enjoy the outdoors and roll in the dirt. Most importantly, Masria found companionship in a young lion cub, ensuring she would never be alone again. The bond between Masria and Nero began when a sanctuary placed Masria in an adjacent enclosure to Nero. Nero, a young cub, had been rescued from a French circus 2 months prior. Nero had been taken from his mother and used as a petting cub for a circus sideshow, much like Masria had been used as a prop in tourist photographs. Born into a circus life, Nero's early days were spent in confinement, only let out for photo ops. Despite the French circus stopping its lion show before Nero was born, they sold the lioness' only surviving cub to another circus before he turned 4 months old. When a concerned citizen reported Nero's mistreatment, the Lion Foundation rescued him and brought him to Stichting Leeuw, where he met Masria. It was immediately clear that Masria and Nero enjoyed each other's company, playing and interacting through the fence separating them. Witnessing their bond, the employees at Stichting Leeuw decided to pair them up in an enclosure together. The lions bonded quickly, becoming inseparable. Masria became a mother figure to Nero, and Nero was a companion to Masria. They played together, slept together, and learned from each other, forming a deep and lasting bond. Their journey to Africa could have been a potential hurdle in their relationship, but Stichting Leeuw decided that Masria and Nero were a package deal. Together, they made the move to the Imoya Big Cat Sanctuary in South Africa in May 2015, joining 33 other rescued circus lions. Imoya, located on the Huser family's Bahati estate, was founded by Savannah Huser when she was just 16 years old. The sanctuary, which started receiving cats in June 2013, is now home to over 42 big cats, including 40 lions and 2 Siberian tigers. The animals live in semi-wild enclosures, providing them with ample space to roam and natural habitats to explore. The journey to Imoya was long and complex. Stichting Liu's staff had to coax Masria and Nero into specialized animal carriers, which then transported them to the airport and onwards to Johannesburg, South Africa. From there, they traveled to the Volwater region of Limpopo province, where they finally arrived at the sanctuary and took their first steps onto the soil of their new vast enclosure. Masria and Nero appearing content in their new surroundings. The sanctuary provides them with a place to grow and thrive in their natural habitat, a stark contrast to their previous lives in captivity. We followed Masria's story from day one, and she was the lioness who inspired us to do what we do, said Minanette Huser, co-founder of Amoya Sanctuary, in an interview with the Dodo. Imagine our surprise and delight when, years later, the very same lioness, with her new partner, came into our care. With ample space to roam, Masria and Nero are happy and playful, and they remain inseparable. Nero has grown from the small cub he once was into a regal lion, boasting an elegant flowing mane. None of this would have been possible without the kind-hearted folks working to make the world a better place for animals like them.